All right, Coach, does it help at all knowing that you're facing a team in your first week that you also played last year, or they look a lot different coming into this time?
Don't know how they look. It's a new season. It's a new start. Everybody's different. We are. They are. There's unknown because they have a new head coach. You know, Coach Ball does a really good job there and stuff. New defensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator is the same. We'll see what kind of wrinkles they bring in with it, but it's all new. You can't base 1 year or one game on the next one.
You say you're different as well. What would you say are the major differences here coming into week one from what you guys were leaving last year?
You know, I just think that we're more mature. You know, we've got a lot of players. We got some more experience. We've done a good job with our schemes, how we've changed and adapted some. So everything's new. Every year's new. So our players are bigger, stronger, faster. Hopefully we're smarter as coaches. So we'll see.
What impresses you about this quarterback you guys are going to go play?
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that they did a good job of getting his 6th year back. He's got a great arm. I think he, last year we weren't really sure what to expect, and he was an NFL prospect. Till he got a don't quote me, it was something was with his shoulder separation or broken shoulder or clavicle or something like that. Collarbone, yeah. There you go. And so he was out against Eastern Washington. He's very impressive the way he throws the ball. Throws a very accurate deep ball. I'm actually impressed the way he runs, better than I thought he would for a big guy like that, So I was really impressed with that kid. And we'll see. Hope and pray he's a little rusty because he hasn't played in a while, but I think he's very talented.
At what point did you guys start doing some game-specific stuff as opposed to your standard camp stuff?
Well, that's a twofold question. One, we do it in the summertime. We actually, before I let the coaches go home on vacation, they game plan the first couple of games. They get a lot of thoughts in mind, so when we come back, it's organized, it's ready to go. And then with the way our school starts and stuff, we started game planning a little bit, probably that very, very last week of camp. To be exact, that Wednesday night and Thursday before our last scrimmage. And then after our scrimmage, everything was dusted up, put to bed, and we started on Northern Arizona.
Okay. It's another year of opening on a Thursday football game. Does that impact you guys at all, kind of in the scheduling and the planning?
Well, today's Tuesday, actually, for me and my brain and body type. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I actually enjoy opening up on a Thursday night. And the reason why is because you have more time, like he just asked to prepare for the first game, and that gives you more time for your next game. But in our case, we got lots of time to prepare for the next game because we go right into a bye. So I actually always loved opening on Thursday nights. I always have.
You mentioned the gap between this one and the next one because of the bye. Does it make it maybe a little bit more important to go out there and play well? And of course you want to win, but just to play well knowing that you're going to have to sit on the result for a couple of weeks?
No, I don't think like that. I think we got to go out and play well and win all the time. So, we're going to go out here and practice in about an hour and a half, God willing, the weather, and it doesn't push us back. And I want to go out and practice well right now tonight and just keep building one day after the next. Yesterday has no bearing on what we got to do today.
Do you have to keep the guys from thinking, oh, we beat them 40-8 last year? Do you guys just wipe that from everything?
I do, and I've told them to, because again, last year's last year, yesterday's yesterday, and it's all different. We've played games where we've spanked people, and they come back and spanked us, and conversely, they spanked us the year before, and we spanked them, and there's games that are close. So you have to have the same mindset, and I think our kids are mature enough now to understand that you have to prepare every single week and have to be an epitome of consistency on how you prepare each opponent. And that's what's great about football. In other sports, really, if you don't prepare the same way and aren't consistent about it, someone will come out and spank you. And how you alleviate that is by preparation and be very consistent in your game planning and your approach every week.
We're going to be talking to Jordan Murray in a second. Obviously,
sorry to hear about that.
He had a pretty good first year, in that tight end position. I know one of your main focuses for him last year was improving blocking. I'm curious how you've seen him improve now, headed into his second year.
Well, you could talk to him. You could ask him that question.
Well, I want to hear from his coach. And
Jordan's got all the talent in the world, and like every player, again, last year was last year, and he's got to continually improve, and I believe he's going to improve more this week, and he's going in the right direction, but he's not at his, he's not at his destination yet. But Jordan's a very talented young man, very gifted, and has gotten a lot better from last year to this year, but he still has leaps and bounds to go.
The hands were great last year, and you had a lot of receiving yards, a lot of targets, but you described kind of blocking as something you were really focusing on. How has that improved now heading into your second year?
I just made a conscious effort to improve on it every day in practice with the coaches harping on it every day. So it's just something that you have to improve, take a game to the next level, and that's what we all want to do. So that's what I focus on over the offseason for sure.
How's the excitement level now that it's finally game week? You guys can stop hitting each other and go get somebody else.
It's actually like, a few scrimmages in camp and you see the same players every day, and it's great to finally, get ready to prepare for someone else instead of banging your own teammates every day. So, we're really excited for that on Thursday coming soon.
Obviously, this is a team you guys have seen before, but you guys have changed, they've changed. What's kind of the mindset heading into playing them again here to open the year?
I'd say the mindset for us just like taking 1 week at a time, one opponent at a time. We respect everyone we play, so that's just the biggest thing, respecting every opponent and taking 1 week at a time and preparing like the same every week. So that's something we emphasize a lot, and coaches do a great job in the program.
How much does this year feel different to you going from freshman to sophomore?
I wouldn't say it feels too different. I feel like that the mindset has changed and that we all know we have to do this year to win. And that's something that everyone wants this year. So I feel like that's something, it's just like the urgency's picked up and you can feel it from the top to the bottom. So that's something for sure that's changed.
Obviously, last year you guys got off to a hot start and things tapered off. Does that affect your mindset now? You talk about taking it 1 week at a time. Is that kind of how you've adjusted to that?
I wouldn't say that affects our mindset, but it's just therefore it makes it just the fact that like we just emphasize the 1 week at a time, and then like just taking everything as like a grain of salt during the year as it goes, no matter highs and lows, because every season has that, and we just have to find a way to balance that through the year because everyone has their adversity. So it's just about managing getting the highs and lows, I feel like, and we'll do a much better job this year.
Coach said he kind of likes having these Thursday games. I know you opened with one last year as well. From a player's perspective, do you like it, dislike it? I mean, what's kind of different about it for you guys preparation-wise?
Preparation-wise, like we say, we try to keep everything uniform, but I believe the first game, it gives us a longer week to prepare too, so it's not necessarily like you have a short week, but after that you have like a longer break for the next opponent to start preparing and get a jump start. When other teams are kind of focused on a Saturday game, so we get 2 days that has a jump start. That's how we look at it. So we get jump on our next opponent, and that'll give us the edge. So I feel like we should use our advantage.
Obviously, you're coming into this game with kind of standing beside a whole new offensive line than what you were standing beside last year. How have they kind of shaped up now heading into week one?
Shoot, the O-line, I feel like they'll do some good things for us this year. We have all the faith in the world. Clearly, our offense and everyone's offense runs around the O-line, so they know what they have to do, and they'll carry us this year. So I have all the faith in the world in those guys. They work there.
And the guy that was teaching you blocking last year is now your offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
How have you liked that change?
Shoot, very familiar with them, so that's helped a lot. Being in the position room, and he's the one who recruited me, so very familiar with him and his style, so that's helped a lot.
Well, we've been talking about the theme of Thursdays for you guys on the defense. Has it impacted your mindset at all in preparation, or you like it, don't like it?
I like it. I love it, actually. The whole team, we're ready for it. We have the same mindset. We're about to get to it this upcoming week.
Obviously, defense is big on hitting guys. Are you excited to finally hit someone wearing a different color jersey?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely.
You can touch a quarterback too.
Oh, yeah, finally. Trying to get some strip sacks this year as the whole D-line.
Obviously, you mentioned strip sacks. Turnover seems to be a focus for both sides of the ball. How much is that an emphasis you guys are taking into week one?
An emphasis we're taking into week one. We have a turnover belt. We have a couple other things to get us more hyped up about turnovers.
Tell us about this bell. Have you seen it yet, or?
Yeah, I saw it. It's really nice.
Is it like a WWE style?
It's like a WWE style, big bear on the front. It's really cool.
How many times you plan on lifting that thing on Thursday?
As many as possible. Thinking I'm lifting the person with it.
How much are you changing your game this year? Are you still that speed rusher? Or are you trying to adapt a little more to being an all-around player?
Yes, sir. I just want to be more consistent and be more of a speed rusher as usual, but stay more consistent and help out my guys on the D-line.
Obviously, for you guys on the defense, a lot of what were leaders as juniors are now stepping into your senior year with you and Angelo and McNeese. How much have you guys sort of changed and stepped into that leadership role now headed into this year?
We just know everyone's looking up to us, so we just have to get it this year. We have to play a positive role and show everyone that we can do it this year.
And what have you seen out of the young guys that you guys are trying to lead?
A lot of potential. They're all really good.
You feel like you have a little more depth on the defensive line this year? It just seems like there's more guys to rotate in there, and how nice is that for you guys?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really good. Everyone needs a break. Everyone needs to hydrate, and Yes.